when my muscles are rested and I've got food in me and my weight's where it needs to be right now, it's like I'm gonna
finish that apple, get a little something.
I'm gonna murder
the sights down your arm.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't deserve. You know what I mean? You tell people, the thing is, it's just I'm literally. With you two guys, man, it's been better than I've ever been. It's just a stress-free environment for me right now. It really is. I don't know if it's like that home is just so stressful for me. Right now I'm in such a stressful environment. Clears, does have any, gets along with Greg, enjoys having him over at the house. Where last time I said, it's just so good. I feel sharp, I really do.
Okay. You are sharp. Get some fluid in you. Finish that apple.
I'm gonna just
otherwise you're gonna not recover.
Yeah, I know.
Take your time, man. Take your time.
I wanted to wait before I chugged a bunch to check my weight. No, yeah, right here. I'm gonna use some more ice with the ice bucket too, because there's not enough ice in there.
Really outstanding. Really, really outstanding.
Thank you. Yeah.
So sharp.
Thank you.
Sharp. Everything. Your distance when I was throwing fast, your distance is so precise. I mean, I'm coming in, I'm taking my step, I'm throwing that thing out, and you're just beyond it.
It's my time, man. It's my time right now. I look at 5 years ago when I back in UFC, and I thought I knew something about this. I crushed myself a year ago. Much less 5 years ago. And I did the work this camp.
You
Again,
did. Exactly.
The only time I've ever lost, and I mean it, is when I didn't do the work. That's just a fact. When I lost to Anderson, I didn't listen to my coach. I went straight forward and got caught with the first punch. I'm a completely different fighter ever than then. And then, but I still think I beat Starnes. But that was because I realized I had to change everything in my game. You know what I mean?
Right.
McDonald, I was crushing him, completely crushing him.
Hands up, Moses.
Until I got caught.
Yeah.
And Rochal was just, I didn't do the work.
Right, you did not do the work.
You
were fired the last round, and
I was,
and you were still beating him.
No,
that was amazing.
I was 2.5 weeks out. I was 215 and drunk.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was there.
I just was in a really bad spot all my life.
Yep, but you came through it and you got focused.
And now, it's my time to play off. Thank you. Those are all, and that's all my losses ever, out of all my fights. Those are all of my losses right there, that's it. Counting him, I've got, this will be my 17th fight in the UFC. And then outside the UFC, I went 14-0 before I ever lost to Dirksen. And so that means I've got like 14 to 15, 16 fights outside of the UFC. It's got 32, 33 MMA fights. Counting kickboxing is 35, I think is what I was getting at now. Yeah. I only lost 4 for those ones,
Your level is so much higher than.
Just because you're just going to be so much sharper, you tell people, Greg pushed me through strength conditioning, being there for me, supporting me, being there for me with my diet.
Exactly.
And you help with my skills, really just, it's what it takes is to have somebody focusing like you 100% on my skill, you know what I mean?
That's why I don't train anybody else.
Matt, You can at this level. You get just classes and everything else.
Yeah, that's not like my focus. Yeah.
Man, he spreads himself too thin, you know. And I knew, once he's got 4 or 5. You can't get 4 or 5 guys ready for fights at once. You just can't. You just gotta call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One project at a time. Good job.
This is a product of all of us. It really is. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's what I was talking to Greg about. Is you need to write about in those other magazines and talk about writing an article. Gary just spouting off. This is a product of the 3 of us and Ralph, as a matter of fact.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I will do that. If you want me to do that, I'll do that. For sure.
Yeah. After this fight to be a good match, but it's like Team GSP. It's team. It's not just me. Right. It's all of you guys too, pushing so hard.
Well, you know what it is though for us, at least from my point of view, is that if you're a sculptor, the first thing is to have a magnificent piece of marble to work with. Because if you have a lousy piece of marble to start with, it's not going to be a great piece, right? And we got the
nobody wants to paint an ugly girl.
Exactly. This guy.
I like it.
That's beautiful. But we start with this kind of quality to start with, and then it's easy. Michelangelo or the great sculptors took all that time to find the ideal piece of marble for their works first. That was one of the hardest things. How do you find an intact piece of marble that's that big and that grand that you're going to be able to do something great on? And there you are.
I was actually meditating on that a little bit too, just how much it takes to be able to have that focus, to find, how rare it is, it's why how many people have walked through, my doors, how many people have walked through your doors, and out of those people, how many people would have liked to have been UFC fighters? How many people ended up taking fights? How many people ended up having a winning amateur career? How many people ended up going pro? How many people ended up having a winning pro career? How many people ended up making it to UFC? And out of those people that made it to UFC, how many really make it past their first couple fights?
Very unusual.
Unlikely.